Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kitchen's Always Open. It feels good to say that, and I don't know if you noticed, we changed location, so we're very excited about that. But now we're ready to get back to it. Today is like a beautiful chilly day a bit, even though I'm in short sleeves. So we're gonna make a nice pork roast. We got all the time in the world, and I've never made this before, so I want to learn how, and I'm excited about it. If it turns out well, I serve it to my parents. If it doesn't, I'll eat it myself. Either way, life is good. Let's do it. Okay, so we have this beautiful pork loin, like really nice. The thing is, it's so big, I don't have a roasting tray to fit it. So what I'm gonna do, I thought this was a good idea. This section, I'm gonna keep it for pork chops, because if you notice, this is the section with all the marbling, all the fat. And the pork chops from here, you could tell they're gonna be so delicious and tender. And these ones tend to be a bit drier. So I'll do this as a roast with like a nice gravy to compensate for the dryness. We're gonna have beautiful tender chops. Succulent roast. I think we can't go wrong. So what I think I'm gonna do, cut it right here, because this is gonna fit in my roasting tray. And then the rest, I'm gonna keep it for tomorrow. Some beautiful chops. Okay, so this is the piece I kept for the chops. And if you notice, look at all this beautiful fat. A lot of people, they see this in the store and they don't buy it, especially this piece, because it looks like fat, but this is the best piece. Buy this one. If you're buying chops, buy this one. Okay, because we're trying to be fancy, and this could potentially be served to my parents, I'm gonna use a nice butcher string to hold it all together. It's gonna keep it shaped. It's gonna help it to cook nice and evenly. And I put it in my trusty pouch. We're good. I like to start in the middle of the roast. And shout out to Sergio, he's the one who showed me how to do these great knots. And I like to start in the middle of the roast, and I'm gonna do even on each side. It's gonna keep it nice, and it's gonna look good. You could even tie some herbs in here next time, that's a good idea. Now you have to just cut it off. O sole mio, guisto madre, sei qui con me, manna. Beautiful. So now that just like adds a bit to the appeal, and it's gonna help it cook all the same temperature, same way. So I love it. I'm happy with it. Let's start cooking now. Am I in it? Okay, so now we're just about prepped. Maybe some other little things to get ready, but let's start cooking. And I'm excited. I hope this turns out well. I'm ready to learn. Let's do it. Okay, so I took the biggest pan I have at the moment. My mother-in-law gave me this. Paula, we love you. Let's heat it up as high as it goes. Okay, so now we're gonna dry this up, just like you would when you're cooking a steak or a pork chop, because we're gonna get it a good sear. And the drier it is, the better it's gonna sear. So this is what we wanna do. We wanna dry it up as much as possible. It's been outside of the fridge for a bit, so it came up to room temperature. It's getting a bit hot in here, it's nice. So it's gonna sear good, and then in the oven. It's gonna be beautiful. Salt and pepper this. I love this pepper shaker. It's amazing. Pepper grinder.
Pepper shaker.
I'm gonna do it all around. So now we're peppering this up. Very beautiful. I like a lot of pepper. You can't forget about the salt, because why not add cholesterol? And you could put a good amount of salt. It's a big piece of meat. It needs it. And let's roll it up. All the rest that might have fallen on the side. Get all those extra pieces. I don't like to waste. Waste not, want not. Beautiful. We're ready to sear. So this pan is roaring hot. We're gonna throw in some olive oil, because now we're gonna sear up this bad boy. It's gonna be beautiful. They say 1 tablespoon, I put a bit more.
Oh.
I like olive oil. And let's hear if we make a noise now. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna let it sear like 2 minutes on each side. Just 4 sides. My math is right, 8 minutes. We're good. Okay, let's flip this bad boy. Ah, it's looking pretty good, Chris. Yeah, that's not bad.
Hey Joe, why did the pork loin get smaller?
Ah, you noticed that. Because I measured by, and the pork loin was too big to fit in the pan. I make many mistakes, and we're gonna edit them all out to make myself look perfect. I'm not a chef, I just like to eat, so that's why we're kind of doing this challenge. It's coming along nicely. Seriously, good color. I think another 30 seconds we'll flip it. Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, look at that. Nice, like it never does that.
Look at that.
It never does that. This is nice. I don't even have to do nothing. I like it. So, you come here often? Or? Oh, como se bella. Oh yeah, here's my question, Laura G. Do you think I should brown it on that side too? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait,
What? Say it.
tell me in the comments. When they say brown on all sides, am I supposed to brown it on the front and the back too? I'm not 100% sure, and I do not feel like Googling it. So I won't do it. But
I
maybe
think you
next.
should.
Am I supposed to?
I think you should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do it.
I don't know. Probably wrong.
Is that all sides or is that a side too?
That's a side.
Okay, we'll brown it. That's a... I'm gonna listen to my wife, as I always do. As I always do, and we'll brown it on all sides and go with that. But it looks good, honestly. I feel like this. I think you're right, Lara. Beautiful. This is good. After, I just have like a minute left of this. I'm gonna set it aside. We're gonna make a nice herb marinade to put all over it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And we're gonna keep all this. Don't throw it out. Okay, so that's nice and brown. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it on the side because I have to rub a marinade all over it, but it's kind of like hot. So we'll let it cool down, and we're gonna make everything else while we wait. I know there's a lot of smoke going on. It's just because when we're filming, we can't use the fan. It's like super loud. But or else, I'm not gonna light anything on fire. Fingers crossed, but I won't. I will not do it.
Do you want to turn on the fan? Just to show.
Yes, yeah. Hey guys! I know there's a lot of smoke. It's just we don't turn on the fan because it's like a jet engine for some reason. Quack. Quack. Rosmarios. Use the machine.
Which one?
The little one that blends.
What are you doing?
Right now, I'm just separating some nice herbs. I got like some sage, some rosemary, and some thyme. It smells really good. And I'm gonna save myself some time. And I have like a little blender. It's gonna blend it all together. Allo, allo. Papa Compierchio, what's up? Right now, I'm just making a little herb marinade, but I'm coming to the house as soon as possible. Do you trust that I'm gonna make you a good pork roast? I'm doing this for you guys, come on. Ciao. In conclusion, they trust me 60%. Okay, so now I have this nice thing. It's gonna mix it all together for me. It's gonna cut it. So we're gonna go in with some really nice sage that we separated good, some rosemary, and some nice thyme. Oh, it's in.
Is it gonna be good?
We'll get some thyme. We'll get some thyme. Guess what else is going in here? Some beautiful garlic cloves. Ooh, nice and peeled, which I did beforehand, mise en prep. And some lemon zest. Okay, guess what else we're gonna pop in here? A bit of olio d'olivo. Oh, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Maybe we'll add a bit more. We'll see what the texture is like. Oh, I lose my spaghetti. Okay. Say parchment paper. No,
Parchment
aluminum
paper.
foil. Aluminum.
Parchment.
Trust me, for this one, aluminum.
Okay.
Sei la vita mia. Sei la nostalgia. Senza te tornerò. Oh, we made it. Remember our beautiful friend the roast? Yes, like now it's nice, it's warm, but it's not gonna burn my hands. So we're gonna take this marinade, very beautiful marinade. That's not what my accent is. And we're gonna spread it all around. And I like to do it in the pan. So anything that falls, it's gonna be in the pan. It's gonna give flavor anyways. And yeah, we're gonna get our hands in there. It's the best way to do it. I added a bit of olive oil to the bottom so that it doesn't stick, just in case. And it's normal if it doesn't all stick to the roast, you know? But the parts that fall, put it underneath the roast. You get the flavor from the bottom and the top. Can't lie to the people. We cannot lie to the people. So we cannot lie to the people. I have to be true to them, okay? I am a simple Italian boy. I cannot lie. I will not lie. So we're gonna put it all, because the more the merrier. It's like Christmas. I'm gonna spread it out at the bottom, make a nice bed. Oh, marron. Okay, now we're gonna put some more on the sides, and we're gonna wash our hands, obviously. But okay, maybe we're having too much fun filming bloopers, whatever. We're running out of time. I have a family to feed, a nephew, a sister, a brother, a little sister, a mother, a father. They're hungry. They want it. Another nephew, another niece. I did not forget about them. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna go cook it over there. And while it cooks for an hour, I'm gonna distract them. They're gonna be happy.
You just have to open the oven door.
This is my Chris Hemsworth shot. Okay, we made it to my parents. It's going in. They still love me. I'm the third child. I was forgotten. Here, it's in for an hour, and then we'll see what it looks like. Let's make a gravy. Okay, first things first, we're going in with some nice butter, a good heaping 2 spoons of flour, and we're going to stir that in. I changed to a whisk. Let's whisk it in. When it starts to bubble, I added in the pan drippings, but if you're doing it all in one pan, you won't even need to do that. Once everything starts to bubble and melt, we're going to add in a nice chicken stock. We tasted it at the end. It was delicious. Maybe we could even use beef stock. Now the roast is out. We're going to cover it, let it sit for 10 minutes, let it get a nice temperature. And at the end, the gravy's been bubbling. We're going to add in some heavy cream, some black pepper, and we're going to stir that in. And you just cook it down to the thickness you like. While that's happening, I cut out the cords of the roast. Make sure you get them all out so you could carve it nice and good. And remember, just cook the gravy to the thickness you like. And look at the beauty of that roast. Oh my goodness. For pork, this was juicy, delicious. I'm not lying to you. With the gravy, even without the gravy, it was amazing. It was 10 on 10. I loved it. I served it to someone I love, and I suggest you do the same. Try this recipe. I'm telling you, you will not regret it, guys. It is the bomb. So thank you for joining me on another episode of Kitchen's Always Open. Love you guys. Serve this to someone you love, and have a good night. A good winter's evening. Bye.